Potter's Journal. It's mid-May 2017. And I was babbling away yesterday about the season's failures in the studio. And actually maybe justifying them in the end, that I did find a use for them, but held my hand over the sound when it was time to make sense of it all. But probably something, if you didn't stick around to the end, that was huge curiosity and intrigue was kilns housed in old truck body. The further back dead-end dirt roads here you go, the crazier you'll find people. But let me tell you, I'm not at the end of them. There's other people living further back. This is my grandparents' camp, and they brought this out because they didn't want to be taxed for a barn. My grandfather had a pretzel distribution business and parked all the old truck bodies out here to be used as shops and garages. We took the back door off of this one and put a garage door up on it sideways and a ramp, and this is where one of the first Kubota's tractors was parked before I turned it into a kiln shed. And going through yesterday's video, I spotted this, another old bisqueware jug that we've got to get in a firing here. Another one, back from 1985. I'd like to find some garlic jars. I've already sold half of what I made this winter. This is where the Olympic oval kiln, so there were real kilns in here. It was a 16 cubic foot oval kiln, and there's another one further back. So there really were two kilns housed in this truck body. Wear board, 4-foot wear board on this rack. I could put 3 across the top, 3 across the middle, and then kiln furniture down further, and then shelving on this side where I could put another 4 wear boards. So this was no joke. This backed up against the studio was the kiln shed. And this is my very first kiln. I don't know what it is or was, but discovered that, okay, you can't get 3-phase power a mile back a dead-end dirt road. So this one never did get used, except by the mice who like to build nests in there. When I open the lid, they often jump out. And this one, I guess, didn't get far enough when I closed the lid on him. And it's quite expansive too. The front end here was actually mostly used as a lounge and a relaxing area, although the chair's missing right now. But the view right here is pretty good, as I said. Potter in the woods. In the woods just west of Raccoon Creek State Park, just west of the Pittsburgh Airport. Let's see, there's an old plaster wedging board. Oh, let's see what else is here. Some old pots. Fairly heavy plates. A couple of those. 2 of those. With a black glaze and many years of dust on them. I'm going to have to do an inventory of parts sometime that are laying around. Here's some lamp tops. I don't know that I want to do lamps, but they can be used for candles. Looks like there's about 5 of them in there. But more important, I've got to go through and see what I can make of these old bags, if they're still labeled. Because most things I did sometimes put tags inside of what they were. Let's see. What's up here? Yeah, I do need to get in here. I see some copper oxide red, some nickel carbonate. Before these bags are completely gone, some eliminate powder. I forget what that is, or if I'm even saying that right, since I can't really. Some grog, see, glaze suspender, manganese dioxide. And this one's pretty bad. Oh, whoa, cobalt. Cobalt carbonate. Okay, we'll have to get that out of here and put that in the safe. As I remember, that's somewhat expensive. So, yeah, we'll have to get this in order again. Now that the Olympic Oval's out of there, maybe I can put a kick wheel in here. I said I have studio space for rent, summer studio space. This wasn't the summer studio I was talking about, but, yeah, this one could maybe be rented out fairly cheaply. And pots. Yeah, talk about pots. Wow, there's some pots. The pile's half gone, though. I'm going to have to work, and they didn't cost me anything. That's the only way I can keep, yeah, my nursery running, by finding some old pots. But the studio's shut down, you know, for the next couple months, and it looks like it's also about the end of the dogwoods. I see most of the petals are down here on the ground. If you know, only we could cue up the wind, we could maybe see a snowstorm, or maybe just a few flakes. Okay, stop back, and we'll see what we can discover the rest of the summer till we get back in the studio. Oh, another truck body. We could probably rent this out too as a studio space.